Like a KFC Zinger box. Is that still pound for pound the best fast food meal you've ever had?
I think right now it's at almost $15. Any higher than 15 and I have to take that pound for pound title away from the Zinger box.
So you said you had a similar poo merchant at your work.
Welcome back to Critical Banter, the podcast that brings a Friday drinks chat to you. This week's episode, we are doing the top 10 game, as well as bringing back Dob in a rare unit. That is a throwback segment and a half. Speaking of throwbacks, we're going to get into the week, but before that, as you can see on the video, we have next to me, friend of the show, Jeffrey. How are you going, mate?
I'm good. Thank you guys for having me again.
Again?
Wow, if you want to open up that can of worms, episode like 10 or something. Currently on like episode 310.
Yeah, just throwback for the loyal listeners from back in the day.
Exactly. If you know Jeffrey, you know you're a real one. And then we also have Senny on the other couch.
It's good to be back. I feel like we haven't been in this room, I think, in what?
2 weeks, obviously, because we put out an episode 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks for the listeners, but for us, what? 5, 6 weeks, 7 weeks even? I've forgotten how to podcast.
My favorite thing is on our story, you would have seen, you didn't put out an episode last week because Ro's overseas and he's like, we'll make it up to you next week. It's not even here. Bro knew he wasn't even going to be here. And yeah,
we had people asking us if we're doing double episodes. We're scrambling to even do one this week.
Scrambling to get a friend in.
We messaged Jeffrey about 16 hours ago. Brother, can you please come on?
So good man, came through. Respect.
I think there's a couple of things that we left. I think loose ends. So going back a couple of weeks, I told my story about me taking on Microsoft. I did, in fact, beat Microsoft. So how about that? You guys were doubting me.
What was the story? Refresh the listener's memory of, not mine.
This was, for whatever reason, decided to sign up for a free trial of the Microsoft Office suite. So I created a new account, like a new Outlook. And then it came to the time where I needed to cancel it, because I didn't want to get charged $150 for a year. And then turns out I'd forgotten the email password, so I couldn't log back in to cancel the account.
Right.
And so I was stuck in a battle with Microsoft for the best part of a week, where I was on live chat almost on a daily basis with these guys. And these guys, there was 3 days in a row where they told me to fill out this form. And the third day, I'm like, dude, I've done this 3 times. I'm not doing this again. It doesn't do anything. He's like, no, it's a different form. And I clicked on it. It's the same fucking form. So I got really angry. I'm like, can you please pass me on to your superiors or your managing officer? And they're like, no, there's no need, sir. Please, this will work, blah, blah, blah. And to be fair to that guy, he actually did help me out because 3 days later, they just, so what happened was they couldn't actually let me back into the account.
Is it because they couldn't verify you were the owner? They couldn't verify
that I was the owner of the account.
Is it because you put fake details in it?
Yes, I put fake details in it. But I had stressed to them that I don't care about getting in the account. I just want to cancel the auto subscription.
Right.
And that'll charge me $150. I didn't want to cancel my card either because that just causes even more headaches across the board with my other direct
recurring
debits and
payments.
Yeah, correct. So I kept saying that and they just wouldn't listen to me and they just thought that I wanted to get in and hack this account that was created literally maybe 3 weeks beforehand and had not sent a single email. Anyway, eventually one guy believed me and he's like, all you want to do is cancel the reoccurring payment. And I'm like, yes. And he's like, okay, that's easy. We can do that. And I'm like, why did I waste fucking 4 or 5 days with you guys? Just fucking around, going in circles. So eventually they did and I didn't get charged. So that's a one win for the little guy. But the annoying part was I actually did already have a Microsoft Office subscription.
This whole time?
The whole time. And I just completely forgot that. So the whole it was just a malarkey.
If you're going to put fake personal details, surely you just get one of those prepaid visas from the store. You can load it up with $2 or something.
I'm just not doing this again, bro. From now on, I'm just going to pay for things. I just can't be bothered. This is simply not
the big corporations have won. This is what they wanted to do.
They just ground me into the ground. 2 more quick things from me. This one is going to blow your mind, guys, but the airport is expensive. Have you figured that out? Have you realized that?
I never knew that.
So
I never knew that.
So my mom's overseas and I drove her to the airport the other day. And then normally when you drop someone off at the airport, you just go
through
the departures, you just drop them off and you go. But this time I actually went inside because I wanted to just stay with my mom for a bit. So I had to park in the car park. And I don't know if you guys ever parked in that massive airport car park. It's in the airport. But it's a roar, dude. I timed it. I was there for an hour and 20 minutes. Guess how much it cost me?
That's way too long, first of all.
$20.
It'd be like 35.
Spot on. It's 35. And then we were in there and we were going to get food for a bit before my mum got on the plane. So I got a bit of a Porto. Love summer Porto. Got a double Bondi burger meal and a single Bondi burger just on its own. Guess how much that cost me?
I don't know, 35.
36. Spot on.
Serious?
Dude, 70 walkers for an hour and a half in the hour and 20 minutes at the airport. Where do they do it? The thing is, right, that airport car park was packed. So people are just happy to like leave their car there for like a day or even more, right? Like it was $75 a day if you stayed for a day.
Because people do the park and fly thing, right?
Dude, who's spending, like, let's say you go for a week. That's what, 75 times, that's $500 you're spending on parking. That's crazy. Is there too much money in the world right now? Like, am I...
What, too much dollars going around?
Yeah, like people just spending money on dumb shit like this. Dude, just take the train in, the metro, plus you get to Central, get the train, you'll get there in like 20 minutes.
You got to go in and out of the car because you have 15 minutes free.
That's the express. Yeah, I couldn't take the express because I knew it was going to take longer than 15 minutes.
No, the new airport has a metro connecting, so surely that one will be more affordable than the Mascot airport.
So wait until Badgerys Creek is what you're saying. Wait until 2026. Dude, it's a rort, man.
Yeah, but they know people like you can't avoid it. You have to do this. And you don't have alternatives.
Actually, just on that. So yesterday I took the metro and I was running late and I needed to catch this one metro and I couldn't be bothered driving into the car park, going up the spiral, parking, then coming down. So I parked in, and I know you've done this before, Migs. I parked in the 2P outside and I'm like, if I get fined, I get fined. It is what it is.
You'll never guess who I got this idea from.
Who?
Sitting next to me.
Oh, is that you?
I was a 2P merchant.
Dude, they haven't patched it yet. So for all our friendly listeners out there who live in the hills and you're getting the metro, just park in the 2P, dude. No one comes and checks.
Bro, once you get to the metro at like 7:38, it's already full, the car park.
Dude, and parking there is more convenient than parking in the actual car park.
That's what it was for me.
It's like a 5-minute walk.
Yesterday was Friday, so obviously the car park was empty, but I just couldn't be bothered doing the whole rigmarole. And yeah, you're right. It's way more convenient because it's right outside the metro. I parked and I was on the train within 3 minutes. And yeah, no one came. So I might roll the dice a couple more times until I get fined.
During your day, were you anxious?
No.
I was, bro. When I did it, like 1 or 2 times, I was so anxious.
Oh, really?
Because I'm like, oh, dude, if they get me, they'll know I've been here for like 8 hours, man.
They're not paying someone to actually go and check the cars. It'll have to be like the metro worker, and they're not monitoring that every hour.
See, because that was my logic, right? Who's going out to Bella Vista,
yeah,
going around, because I parked far away just to be, a bit strategic. Who's going all the way there just to check on the 1 or 2 cars there, then going all the way back to another station?
I think they just put it there and just hope that most people abide by the laws. But then obviously there's a few mavericks like us who just...
that's on them. Build a bigger car park. Build more facilities.
Because, okay, think of how much would a parking fine there be, realistically? Like, let's say 100,
yeah, like
50, 180, maybe
I'd say honestly around 100.
Dude, so how many times have you reckon you've parked in that 2P like for longer than the 2 hours?
Genuinely just like once or twice. This was emergency situation.
Okay.
Jeffrey, I think about 20 times.
I reckon if 20 times you're parking 7-8 hours at a time, that's 180 hours. Dude, that's $1 an hour for the fine. That's value. So I'm going to keep rolling the dice until I get fined. And I'm like, you know what? I've made my money's worth here.
But do you park right like the main street?
Yeah.
Or you mean around the corner?
No, on the main street.
I usually park around the corner.
Yeah, I park around the corner.
Nah, man, I just went straight on the main street.
Because the worker then has to come around to check your car.
Dude, I don't think any check it, so just keep going, man. I reckon it's fine.
Have you seen, I think, people in London or something, or whatever, some rich area, they drive like Lambos and stuff. This is their sort of tip. Like, instead of paying for parking like these high-end areas like Mayfair, etc., just park wherever you want. Get the fine. It'll end up being cheaper than parking in some car park. And you're so rich.
Yeah, I was going to say,
that
if
it doesn't matter.
Money for a Lambo, I also would just cop the $100 fine.
Let's just park on this road, like just random places.
Honestly, you know who's a big culprit? I'm going to dox him right now, but my cousin Triple Cheese is a fiend for this. This guy parks where this guy has the road signs are just a suggestion for him. This guy parks in like no parking.
I've seen him park at OzTag. It's crazy.
He did it the other day.
Emergency vehicles only type shit. Yeah. Dude, he's late to OzTag. That's an emergency.
But like, yeah, I don't know, man. I just couldn't do it.
I'm too anxious. I don't know what it is. Just for the worry of a fine is what gives me anxiety.
I'm okay with the 2P. It's more just the no parking and no stopping. I wouldn't do it because I'm scared they're going to tow my car. That's what my fear is.
Do you know anyone that's had their car towed?
I did. When we went to Europe a few years ago, we parked in a school zone in Croatia and they...
Isn't this an ongoing international affair?
Oh, no, actually, I don't know if I've told this properly on this pod, but yeah, so that happened in, I think it was Dubrovnik. We got was it Dubrovnik or Split? Well, one of the two, they towed our car, but we got the car back. And then in Florence, we were driving, and then we drove in an area where you actually can't take a car. And so we got fined.
What do you mean you can't take a car?
So technically there's areas of the city. So it's like driving in like the CBD, right? But there's like specific areas where you can't, like it's pedestrians only. You can't, like there's only certain hours of the day where you can take a car.
Right.
We took a car and we drove through that area, and there was obviously a camera there, and it picked it up, and we got fined for it. But we didn't get fined until well after, when we came back to Sydney. So like 2-3 months after we came back from Europe. And one of our friends got a letter from the city of Florence asking us to pay 100 euros. And we said, we gave him one of these ones, told him to do
You
one.
just never replied.
So we never did it. And then they kept sending letters to her house. And then they sent one where they like officially got served like the fine, meaning you have to pay it or else they're going to take you to court or something. And they upped the fine to 160 euros. And our friend got scared, so we did pay the fine earlier this year. But that was like a year and a half or even more, maybe 20 months after we had come back from Europe. So yeah, it's a small win for us, I guess.
It could have been an international affair with Italy, bro. That would have been crazy.
Europe's most wanted.
They're banned from the EU.
Speaking of most wanted, so last year we talked about our soccer games, and there was one particular soccer game where we won the game, and then the other team tried to bash us, and we locked ourselves in our locker room because they were waiting outside to try and, basically cave our heads in.
We didn't lock ourselves. We were told to stay.
Yeah, we
for
were
the
told.
Safety of us.
You guys wanted to fight, but you were told.
No, for the record.
The story goes, they wanted to fight us, all right?
We were peaceful people. We had no reason to fight them. We had done nothing wrong.
Our club president was saying there are kids and families around you. We don't want this to happen, guys.
Mate, we just wanted to, celebrate our semi-final win. It was a massive achievement for us. We were happy with it, but they wanted to, take us outside and bash the living daylights out of us.
We definitely didn't do anything to stir this. No way.
No. So anyway, we told that story on the pod, and we might have, maybe we told that story in a lot longer format, maybe in 20 minutes rather than
in a very one-sided affair, because obviously we didn't bring anyone from the other team to explain their side.
And we all had a laugh about it. We moved on, and then now we've come to this season, and we moved out in a div because we lost some players, and we want to play in a bit of an easier one maybe. Turns out this team also moved down a div
Just to follow you guys.
just to follow
Maybe,
us,
who knows?
and turns out they're also listening to the pod.
We have it on good authority that most of their team is the same, and some of them have heard aforementioned episode.
So one of our friends knows someone in that team, and they were just, messaging back and forth. And then they were just saying, oh yeah, look forward to playing you this season. Like the guy on our team was saying, look forward to playing you this season. Hopefully no fights. And the other guy replied from the other team. He's like, yeah, definitely no fights. Don't want to end up on a podcast again.
And fair play to our mate. He said, whoa, what podcast?
So now, I'll be honest, I actually haven't gone back to listen to what we said, but I'm sure we said I'm sure we exaggerated parts of that story.
Yeah, that's...
But that's live. It's content. It's entertainment.
If you believe 100% of the things we say on this podcast, that's kind of on you, not on us.
Exactly. Like if we told every story truthfully on this podcast, we wouldn't have a podcast, right? So we were meant to play them last week, and I'll be honest, I was scared, Jeffrey. I know Miguel was scared. Rohit was so scared that he fled the country. And so we were not looking forward to playing them. And luckily, by the grace of God himself, it's been raining like no tomorrow, basically in Sydney for the last few weeks. And it got rained out. But for the next time, Jeffrey, how do you think we should approach this game? Should we even play them? Should we maybe bring some backup? Or should we just play the game and just hope that nothing happens?
No, I feel like the situation was a bit of a win because you guys have content for the podcast. And then afterwards, even after they found out, they thought it was a cool thing. It's like, oh yeah, we were on a podcast. There was no hard feelings.
That's how you interpreted that
So
message.
I see that as free content
Jeffrey,
and a good football game.
I think there are hard feelings. That's the problem. I think there are a lot of hard feelings.
There are very hard
Look,
feelings.
for good content, there's a price to pay.
Our legs were nearly snapped before content. Now imagine after content.
You know what, Jeffrey? Come play for us when we play him again. See how you like it.
Mate, I can't tell you the relief I had when the draw came out and it was on a day where I had my grandma's 90th. I'm like, oh, sorry guys, I'm busy the whole day. And then row overseas. And then I told Sen, and Sen all of a sudden, I don't know if we said this, or had to get surgery all of a sudden.
Yes.
Convenient, all three of us couldn't make that game, right?
What's been happening, Jeffrey? I feel like you haven't been on a while. I know you've been traveling recently for work and whatnot. You went to America. talk us through it. You went to what, New York and Boston. What are your thoughts on Boston? I know Kush went to Boston last year, I think it was, and I think he was just ravenous to go to Boston for some reason.
Yeah,
I've never seen someone
character.
I've never seen someone so excited to go to Boston of all places.
But yeah, I was in New York and Boston, second time in New York.
Yeah,
New York was it's pretty lit. There's so much things happening. Manhattan was very nice and very exciting. I would recommend to stay above ground in Manhattan.
Not the subway.
Try to avoid the subway as much as you can, and
what did you see on the
outside of Manhattan.
What did you see on the subway? Give us some thoughts. What did you see?
Dude, it felt like real life TikTok. It was like every day there was
Did you
something
find
happening.
tung 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 sapu?
No, it was like there was people filming. There was people doing like skits and stunts. I saw a homeless guy like peeing in the corner.
So
like
it actually
11 p.m.
is how like they portray it in like TV. Like it's just an unhinged behavior on the.
Yeah, it's like something was happening every day. Like not every time I used the subway, obviously, but like every day I would see something funny that like you'd see on TikTok.
Did you ever feel in danger?
No, not in danger because
Okay,
there's
so it's
usually
just
so
more
many
just-
people that it's like always crowded, so you wouldn't personally be in danger.
Yeah,
but it's just
okay.
like always something happening that's just
Did
crazy.
you film any of it or?
I think I filmed some, but I was also a bit hesitant to get my camera out around the subway as well, so wasn't able to get all the footage.
Does everyone use the subway? Because like from what I'm hearing, it's all the crazies and all the homeless and all the crackheads using the subway. But do like everyday people use it?
Yeah, I think people in New York are just used to all that stuff happening. So like when I see like people filming TikToks or like someone just running around like screaming in the subway, like people don't even look up. They just go about their days.
regular
they have their headphones
behavior.
in, they're just like chilling.
So desensitized to it.
Yeah. But like in New York, I don't think normal people don't drive. So everyone uses the subway.
Yeah. Did you get any like taxis and whatnot, or is that Uber? Yeah, it would be Uber.
No,
there, or,
only
like,
to
rideshare.
the airport. It's too expensive. The traffic is too terrible in Manhattan.
Is there buses?
There are buses, but it was too complicated for me to catch. So I usually use the subway.
So you did subway around a lot.
Subway surfer.
Oh, I've seen videos of like
I sort of go if you say subway service on
No,
the bottom
not
and something
Subway.
at the top.
but like people trying to jump like the gates at the subway and then like police
Oh, yeah.
officers tackling people.
No,
and
no,
stuff.
no. People jump it all the time. Police don't care. Like people jump it whilst a security is like standing right there because they don't get paid enough to care about you jumping the
That's
gate.
true. I wish they did that here in Sydney, bro. Just allow it, man. Did you go to like Grand Central Station and all that? Or no?
Yeah, did all the like I've done pretty much all the big tourist things like twice now.
Yeah.
At this point, so yeah, did everything in Manhattan.
How was
Really
the
fun
food?
city.
Did you go to Bodega? General
No.
Ock? Did you
Get
go
a chopped cheese?
get it the Ocky way?
I went to Halal Guys. And
I've
I
seen
went to
that.
a few pizza spots.
Yeah.
I thought New York pizza was really good. Halal Guys was really good. The fast food in America, in my opinion, is a bit overrated.
It's a bit of a hot take.
Yeah.
What was overrated about it?
Like I had all the popular ones like Chick-fil-A, In-N-Out,
Popeyes.
Popeyes.
Yeah.
I think Wendy's, Burger King.
Yeah.
And maybe it was like when I got it, but all of it was just more expensive, worse, and like lower quality than most of what you get in Australia.
The serving sizes are bigger though.
Yeah, serving sizes are huge, but like the quality felt a lot lower. I think the only fast food I actually liked was Chipotle
Oh yeah.
because I think they do Mexican better than anything we have in Australia.
Which is,
But-
I mean, it's a low
Which is
bar
fair.
here.
You have
There's a-
Chihuahua and Mad Bex.
There's a
Yeah,
grand total of like 3 Mexicans in Australia, bro.
Yeah, but I think nothing beats, for example, like KFC or like Hungry Jack's.
Like
here.
our Australian
Yeah, our
KFC.
Australian KFC.
Like
Yeah.
a KFC Zinger box. Is that
Yeah, like,
still
I had-
pound for pound the best fast food meal you've ever had?
I think right now it's at almost $15. Any higher than 15, and I have to take that pound for pound title away from the Zinger box. Then it starts getting into like the lux food tiers.
When was the last time you had a Zinger box?
Oh, I haven't had Zinger box in so long.
Yeah.
I've been getting the wraps because there's always the deals on the app. So I get whatever deals on the app. I'm not going for the $15 Zinger boxes anymore.
That's why this guy is just on the apps, man. Getting it's like the Macca's app, and you get like the points.
Oh, dude, I haven't ordered anything full price from Macca's in like 2 years.
Dude, fair, as you should. Have you tried the KFC habanero?
Oh yeah, I did.
Any good?
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm still yet to try it. I was ravenous the other day when I saw
It's
the
quite
ad for it.
spicy for me. Like if you're not into spice, I think it's a bit above the average person's tolerance.
Something tells me Sen will be fine.
I'm gonna try it today, dude. I'm so keen for it. Fine. What about Boston then? What was your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I did find it interesting when you brought up Kush really wanted to go to Boston because my
I feel like I'm doing
impression-
Kush really dirty here, but I feel like he was keen for it.
it's such a niche city. Like Boston for me felt like the equivalent of, I don't know, Canberra or Adelaide in Australia.
I feel like you're doing Boston pretty dirty there.
No, like the vibes were very nice. It clearly is a very quiet, safe, I think family-friendly city.
Yeah.
Like if I was to raise a family between New York or Boston, I would choose Boston.
Yeah, right.
But there was just nothing happening. Like it was an NBA playoffs. Boston Celtics were playing. That was the only thing I think that was happening in the city.
Yeah.
Otherwise, downtown, it was pretty dead. There was a few areas like for food spots. I think North End and around the library, which was kind of popular. There's people walking around, but like the main city center where I stayed with my hotel is just like really empty and dead. And just overall, it felt like the architecture was London vibes, but the like amount of people was like Canberra. Like it's just so quiet compared to like, especially going from Manhattan to Boston. It was like a complete change of scenery.
Oh yeah, which one did you do first? You did Manhattan first, and then Boston?
New York first.
Okay, that would have been a culture
And
shock.
then I came to Boston. I'm like, where are the people?
Where is everyone?
What's the demographic of Boston?
It's similar to most US cities. I would say there's a lot more Asians than New York, just because I think maybe there's a lot of universities there. But pretty similar.
Did you run into Mark Wahlberg by any chance?
Unfortunately not.
Did you go to Harvard or did you see Harvard?
Yeah, I visited Harvard.
They kick you out immediately.
Did you buy a shirt?
No, I did visit the merch stores. I was thinking, but I thought that was a bit of a rare unit thing to do.
That would be, dude, you can't be wearing merch of a uni or school that you didn't go to. That just doesn't make sense to me.
How do you know I didn't go?
Exactly. To the common man.
No, I'm kidding. But like, I didn't buy anything.
Yeah, right. Was there a lot of tourists in Harvard?
Yeah, they do tour. They do paid tours and stuff.
Jesus Christ.
How much more money do they need, bro?
What was like the biggest tourist attraction in Boston? Like what TripAdvisor says, top 3 things to do in Boston.
TD Garden.
Yeah. Apart from watching a NBA
Probably
game.
like if for me personally, like you'd go to a baseball game, basketball game, or
Red
do a
Sox?
stadium tour. Yeah, I did a stadium tour at Fenway Garden, where the Boston Red Sox play. I think if you Google it, it'll say stuff like the Freedom Trail and like all that historical stuff. But that's literally just like a walk in the city looking at historical buildings. So when I first Googled, I was doing my itinerary. I thought it was like a proper like tourist destination thing that you have to do. But then I realized it's just walking around the city looking at buildings.
Do that on your own. DIY that, bro.
Why is it called the Freedom Trail?
I think it's like there's historically important landmarks and like events in American history, because Boston as a city is very important in American history. It was like the start of the American Revolution.
Right.
A
Look
lot
at
of
you
stuff going
learning
on.
things over there. Wow.
So I think if you're into history, that stuff is interesting. But when I looked at what I actually need to do, which is walk around the city and look at buildings, I'm like, nah, I'll probably skip this one.
Was the food in Boston any better than Manhattan or?
I would probably say it's worse than Manhattan.
Damn.
Surely, right? New York is probably where the best food is. Or one of the best
Boston,
places.
they're famous for their seafood and lobster rolls.
Yeah.
Clam chowder, which I thought was okay. Like I wouldn't have it more than like once a month.
Yeah.
And also the lobster rolls was so expensive. I think it was like 40 something USD each.
It's lobster though. What do you expect?
Lobster rolls are
fresh
not that
lobster.
expensive, man.
Well, if you go to Sydney Fish Market here, lobster rolls will be what?
Like $20.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I don't know.
like,
Was it a lot bigger than the ones you get at the fish market?
it is bigger than the
Was
ones
it gold dusted or something?
They put caviar on it.
But like for my health and for my bank account, I'm not having that more than once a month.
To be fair, I mean, it's not that unhealthy compared to the other stuff you can
Oh no,
get.
they full put butter. You can choose butter or mayo, and they full loaded up with butter. So it's actually a
Did it
really
taste
fat-
good?
That's fine
It
because
tasted nice. Like the first, it's one of those things where it's like the first few bites taste good,
Diminishing returns.
But then as you keep going,
Fair. Did you go watch a Boston game or a Knicks game? Surely.
nah, I didn't get to. I already watched the Knicks game last year,
Oh,
Alright.
okay.
and then I don't like the Celtics, so didn't decide again.
Obviously, we haven't been doing this in the last few weeks, and in that time, Liverpool won the Premier League. So shout out to my boys. But also, we had the winners of our inaugural TCB Invitational FPL Fantasy Premier League. Jeffrey, did you partake this season?
Unfortunately, not.
All right, we'll see you next season then.
Could have been in the running for a prize.
So the overall winner by 1 point, incredible, was Adam, and we put the call out for Adam to come claim his prize, and
Decided not to.
Unfortunately, Adam did not reply, so he did not get the prize. So he was the winner, so we'll still give him plaudits for that. He won the competition, but the actual prize winner, I guess, is the guy who came second, who was Daval. And he's getting I believe, an Arsenal jersey.
He
Is that
requested
correct?
an Arsenal Saka jersey.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I said
Chief.
maybe we might rescind the prize now that we know it's an Arsenal jersey.
Yeah, I don't
But
know.
fair play, shout out to you. I beat all these boys, Jeffrey. I beat him. I beat Sen, who wanted to do a forfeit for whoever didn't win. We didn't follow through.
I knew I wasn't going to come last. And also, full disclosure, once Liverpool won the league, I stopped trying in FPL. I
Sure,
didn't
man.
look at it for the last 4 weeks.
Anyways, I beat everyone. Kush probably forgot his password. So did Ro. But game's the game.
Actually, no. Also, shameful. Kush didn't come last. He came 136 out of how many was it?
170 or something.
So there's 34 people who came below Kush. These people, I don't know what we're going to do with these people. That's pretty shameful. I'm not going to lie.
To be fair, Kush changed his team once. And by change his team, I mean he was in here, he said he forgot his password, he reset his password, and he asked me and Ro for help.
Yeah, Kush asked us where Clay Thompson was in the FPL. I'm like, brother, wrong sport. So I don't know. If you lost to Kush, honestly, have a long, hard look at yourself. Migs, what else you got?
I just got one quick one. Shout out to whoever gave me a Stay Dangerous on the Metro. I think
Nice.
might be similar to yours. I was with my missus. My missus was sitting down. I was standing up, like headphones in or chatting. And then I see someone in the corner of my eye start to walk up to me. I'm like, I don't know what's about to happen here. Because I didn't think about TCB. I just thought, have I done something? Am I too loud? Whatever. She comes up to me, gives me a fist bump, and is like, stay dangerous. And I panic. My acousticness started to kick in. I didn't know what to say. So I'm like, thank you. And then she walks off. And then I'm just like, should I have replied properly? Like, I don't know. I just got shocked.
Was that your first state agent?
It was my first.
Okay.
And this is also like 8:30 in the morning.
It is pretty confronting. Was it a Indian girl?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So it was the same one
Probably
who also...
same person. I didn't get
She
your name.
also gave me the fist bump as well. And I will admit, it is pretty... And mine was like, at 8 o'clock in the morning. So it throws you off.
I was too tired for that. But, you know, I don't
Shout
want
out to her.
Shout out to her. You know, it was my acousticness that made it. If it was awkward, it was on me. All right. I'm a bit of a weirdo.
I think she did message last time as well. So shout out to you. Thank you for that. Alrighty, we're playing top 10s. So, boys, I've got a couple of categories here of top 10s. We'll go back and forth. So, you know, I'll ask you, Jeffrey, for an answer. If you give me one, I'll go to Miguel. If he gets me one, you go back and forth until one of you gets one wrong. And then the other person wins.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. Your first category is the top 10 most followed footballers on Instagram. Jeffrey, you want to start us off?
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Very good. For an extra point, can you tell me how many followers he has?
Do you follow him, Jeffrey?
I actually don't know if I do. This is going to be a complete wild guess. 150 million.
I think it's like
way off, dude.
300 or 400 million, surely, right?
No, it is actually right. Yeah. He's got 654 million. I'm like, that can't be right. That's almost a billion, dude. But no, yeah, 600
on Instagram. Just
on Instagram.
Instagram
Just
alone.
Instagram.
He's like the most followed person on Instagram.
He is the most followed footballer and the most followed person on Instagram. Correct. All right, Miguel. 9 more to go.
Leo Messi.
Is number 2. You want to have a guess at how many he has?
Mid numbers, I reckon. You know, he's not even the GOAT. Probably like 90 million.
Below 200.
I want to give me he says 90. What do you reckon?
150.
He's got 505 million.
Okay, never mind.
Disrespect.
All right, 2 out of 10. Back to you, Jeffrey.
Neymar Jr.
Bang, number 3. How many you reckon he has?
With these numbers, 400 million.
Okay, yeah, all right.
For Neymar, I reckon, yeah, probably near close 450.
230. All right,
Shit.
so you got the top 3. Ronaldo, Messi, Neymar.
Mo Salah.
Mo Salah is number 10 on the list.
Huh?
65 million.
I thought he would have more.
All right, 4 out of 10. 6 more to go. Now it gets a bit trickier.
Luka Modric.
Nah, surely not.
No. Bang. All right, Jeffrey, you're out. Miguel.
How many was Mo Salah? Like 60 or something, 40?
65.
Something like that. Who's more popular than that? Because you got to think legacy as well, you know? Is it current or...
There is a couple of retired players on here.
Who like the GOATs do that? Everyone just like froths, you know? I don't know. Mbappe.
Mbappe is number 4 on the list, 124 million. So you got 5. There's 5 more. You got numbers 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 to get. And of these, 2 are retired, or maybe 3 are retired. Actually, all of these guys are basically either retired or towards the end of their career.
Right. So no Lamine Yamals of the world. No Vinicius Juniors of the world.
No.
This is probably your era.
Yeah,
I
Jeffrey,
got-
you're back in. Have another
Okay.
crack.
Wild guess, Ronaldinho.
It's a great guess. Number 6. He's got 77 million.
Damn.
To go with the Brazilians.
Similar ilk to that. There's another player similar like that.
I'm going to go Paul Labille Pogba.
Paul Pogba's just outside the list at number 12.
Damn.
Back to you, Jeffrey.
Am I out?
Nah, we can keep going. You're almost close. There's a few more to go. Give you a hint. English player.
David Beckham.
David Beckham's number 5. All right. You just have to get 7, 8, and 9. And all 3 of these guys played for Real Madrid.
Sergio Ramos.
Number 9 on the list. 2 more to go. Number 7 and 8.
Is Gareth Bale on there? No.
Karim.
Look up Karim Benzema 15 for more information. And the last one.
Because he was 15th on the list.
Correct.
Obviously, that's why. Braziliano, Roberto Carlos.
Marcelo. Is number
true.
8.
Wrong left back.
Brazilians.
All right. Second category. Now we're doing top 10 most followed NBA players on Instagram.
It's going to be so niche.
Nah, dude, you'll be able to get these. We'll start with you again, Jeffrey.
Yeah, I can get the first few, like LeBron.
Bang, 160 million followers.
Steph Curry.
Number 2, 58 million followers.
Is that a genre of player? I reckon?
Yeah, rattle off. Come on, this is easy.
Luka Doncic.
Number 10,
Oh, wow.
10 million followers.
Is Easy Money Sniper on there? Kevin Durant.
Number 8, 13 million. There you go. See, you're rattling these off.
James Harden.
Come on, too niche, man.
No, what? I thought you had the Chinese market, man.
What do you mean? There's a young
Dude,
man
James Harden is not even, unless I've skipped through him, he's definitely not top 10.
Is
Not
it
even top 20, man.
current players?
Yeah, these are all
current.
Yeah, except for one. Actually, no, I don't even know if he's retired. They're all current.
Russell Westbrook.
Number 3 on the list, 22 million.
Russ West 44, baby.
Damn.
So you've gone the top 3 and you've got in number 10 and 8.
Low key, I think one of your goats is on here, Jeffrey.
I also would think that.
One of your current goats.
I'm trying to think who my current goats are.
There's 2 and it's one of them.
Lonzo Ball.
Number 5 on the list.
Bro, that guy has so many freaking
crazy.
followers,
He's
man.
got 18 million followers.
Derek Rose.
No.
Giannis.
Good shout.
Giannis is number 7, 15.9 million.
Klay Thompson.
Is number 6 on the list, 16 million. So you just have to get number 4 and number 9.
CP3.
Bang, number 9. Is he retired?
No,
No, okay.
but he doesn't have a team.
Yeah,
currently,
okay. He's
so-
basically retired.
So what do
but
we
yeah.
need?
So you just need number 4. This player's got plenty of theories.
Oh, yes.
You're wearing your shirt, mate.
No, not shout out actually, but I'm wearing your shirt.
Kyrie Irving,
Yeah.
number 4.
Kyrie Irving.
All right. Next top 10. The top 10 largest companies by market cap globally. You better change your pace here.
Jeffrey, this is all on you,
All right,
brother.
Jeffrey, come on.
You got to go through the tech companies. So Amazon.
Number 4.
Meta.
Number 6 at 2 trillion. Meta at 3 trillion.
Huge. Apple.
Apple is number 3 with 4 trillion.
No, Alphabet / Google.
Number 5 at 3.2 trillion. All right,
Trillies.
so you've knocked off number 3, 4, 5, and 6.
What would be like 1 and 2?
Nvidia.
Number 2, 5 trillion.
Shit. Microsoft.
Number 1, 5.3 trillion. So you got the top 6.
Tesla.
Is number 9, 1.7 trillion.
I'm running out. I've run out of companies. What do we have around the room?
One of these I haven't heard of.
What's that freaking Louis Vuitton conglomerate?
LVMH.
Yeah.
Not on the list. Not in the top 10. Sorry.
Oh, damn. Berkshire.
Yeah, Berkshire is number 10, 1.6
So what are the 2 we need, like category wise?
7 and 8. One is
Is it a Korean company?
an oil company and one's a semiconductor company.
Oil.
Yeah.
What's the biggest oil? No, I don't. Yeah,
The red one or the green one? Oh, there's a few actually in America.
exactly.
The blue one.
What one did the Gulf of Mexico? Which one was that? Rio Tinto.
That's a mining company.
Fuck.
You think of Shell or BP?
It's none of them, right?
It's not one of those ones. It's Middle Eastern.
Aramco.
Number 7, Aramco. And number 8 is, you're not going to get. It's called Broadcom. I've never heard of it.
Nah.
American company.
American.
We did well,
semiconductor.
Jeffrey. I reckon we
That
did
is
very well.
Pretty good. Next one. Largest countries by area.
Migs, you want to go first?
Russia.
Number 1.
Your
United
boys.
States.
US is number 4.
Sure, your boys. China.
Your boys. China's number 3.
The Mandam.
You got 1, 3, and 4.
Canada.
Number 2. So you got 1 to 4 now.
Australia.
Is number 6.
Brazil.
Is number 5. Well done. You got the top 6 so far.
Does Antarctica count as a country?
I wouldn't say Antarctica.
Okay. No, I do. I actually don't know anymore. I don't know. Spain.
There's a panic. Not Spain.
I was going to say India. I don't know if it's India.
Is it big size-wise?
India is number 7.
Argentina.
Argentina is number 8.
Really?
So 9 and 10 are going to be hard. Number 9, Jeffrey, is a Asian country, but like Central Asia.
Is it a stan?
It's one of the stans.
Kazakhstan.
Yeah, I didn't realize Kazakhstan was that big, but yeah, number 9. And number 10 is an African country.
Oh,
I could give you a hint, but it'll give away straight away.
South
Congo.
Africa.
DR Congo.
DR Congo's 11. That's ball knowledge, Jeffrey. I don't know why you know that, but no, it's
Burkina Faso.
not Burkina Faso.
Ghana.
Think
Nigeria.
More, hey?
Nigeria.
No.
South
Think what?
Africa.
No, I was gonna say think more. Think more Arabic.
Egypt.
Think more Arabic.
Egypt.
African. The other one. There's
Morocco.
another one. There's another one.
Morocco.
There's a third one. It's getting.
I don't know. I don't know what you want from me.
Think
North
more.
Africa. I can't think of any more.
Think
North.
more Mares.
Algeria.
Algeria. Algeria is number 10 on the list. Well, there you go, boys. Top 10s.
All right, we're bringing back Dob in Array Unit. For those of you that are unaware of the segment, what we do here is we talk about people or things we've seen that are a bit rare, that are a bit strange, unusual, weird, whatever have you. And I will kick us off for this week. I've got 2 quick ones. The first one is in the past few weeks, I've been going to the gym and I've been going around like the busy times, like, 8, 9, when there's like so many people, the gym is packed, right? And this particular gym is like fucking really packed, like, I don't know, 50, 100 people, whatever. So like all the benches are taken, all the machines are taken. You got to like wait. So there's no room to like really do anything, right? And then I'm with my missus. We got a bench. We're just using it. And then in the middle of my set, I see some bloke like walk up right next to me. And then he like takes his shirt off and starts like posing in the mirror as if he's like a bodybuilder. In the middle of the freaking gym floor with like everyone around him and everyone's looking at him.
Was he massive?
He was big, but he wasn't like fully ripped or shredded or whatever, but he was laser focused, like headphones on, laser focus on him doing him, looking at himself, doing all the poses, all the different things. And then after he poses, puts his shirt back on, walks away.
That's aura.
Bro was aura farming right next to me, man. Look maxing. Piss off. Imagine that I couldn't focus. I had to stop like lifting my weights.
The gravitational pull.
Did he take any photos? Or
No, I think it was like mid-workout. He's probably feeling himself, did a big big exercise, has a pump going, and decided, you know what, let me check myself out.
Taking this shirt off is crazy.
Was he an influencer? Like he was recording?
No, bro, there was no cameras involved.
Would that make it any better, you reckon?
I would
It'll
understand a
make
bit
more
more.
sense.
I would understand a bit more. Because normally, I've seen people do this maybe if I go to the gym late, like midnight, whatever, there's like 3 people
Well,
in the
there's
gym.
no one there, yeah.
I'll let you have it, all right? I'll let you have that. You're by yourself. Maybe you're, again, recording or doing whatever. Okay, but peak time, middle of the gym floor, just takes his shirt off.
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
What do I do?
What can you do? What do you? Yeah, you can't say anything.
I feel like this is against gym policy, low key.
Oh, has to be. This is against any policy. Was it? Yeah. Did anyone else look?
A lot of people looked. A lot of people were looking.
were laughing as well, or
No, because you're trying to keep it like discreet and stuff. So like people just like giving
I reckon
side
I'd
eye.
be cracking up, dude. If I was there, like, mate, put a fucking shirt on, bro.
I don't want to laugh. He's huge, bro. I don't want to get into trouble with this guy.
Did he look? Was he like roided? You reckon, or was it natty?
Nah, I think he looked fine. Just big for a human.
Why can't you just do it in the change room or like the bathroom?
It's the down lighting of the gym floor. They have the lights on the roof. They shine down. You get the whole mirror.
Wasn't Jeffrey a rare unit at the gym as well?
Yeah, this guy, bro. I'd see him at the gym like every now and again. First of all, he would always do chest. I've never seen him do anything but chest. And every time I ask him, "Are you doing chest again today?" He's like, "Oh yeah, I did legs yesterday." I'm like, "No, you didn't, bro. I probably saw you yesterday."
All right, Jeffrey, defend yourself.
No. And then another one.
Workout.
And then but he's doing his chest press. I look, right, he's in, I don't know, a hoodie, and he's in jeans. This guy's in jeans.
Is that Aura jeans at the gym?
Honestly, it was whatever outfit I had on the day, and I couldn't be bothered changing to a gym fit.
Was it comfortable?
No, but on that day, I remember what specific day you were referring to. Those jeans were like those elastic stretch
I don't
Uniqlo
care.
jeans.
I don't care.
They weren't your normal like denim or like chinos.
Wear trackies or shorts, bro. I
Just
don't care.
for some context for the viewers.
So do you actually do legs? Do you actually do non-chest workouts?
I have a workout which is chest, and then it's like a pull, which is arms and back. And then I have a third day, which is like everything else. So it's like legs, cardio, and then like a bit of abs and everything.
Well, I've never
It's on a 3-day rotation.
I have never seen you on this
So
third
you just
day.
happen to see him every third day, is what Jeffrey just said.
No, I miss his every third day. I never see the legs. I never see the cardio. I never see the abs. Just chest 24/7.
What else you got?
I got a second one. I might be delving into similar to yours. I think you said you had, Jeffrey. Office bathroom. All right, and this actually happened in the office bathroom, and then it happened again a couple days later in some other scenario I forgot, right? So walking into the bathroom, most bathrooms has like 2 doors, right? There's one door, you walk in, that's like the taps, where you wash your hands, whatever. And then there's a second door that leads you to the area where there's like the urinals and the cubicles and stuff like that. Probably like most offices. So I'm about to walk through the first door, and then I hear the other door just open. So I know someone's either going into the urinal or coming out of the urinal, right? So then I've opened the door and I see this door also opening, you know, and I heard the flush as I was walking to the bathroom. So I know he's just used the toilet, right? And he's coming out. I walk through. This guy just walks straight out. He hasn't washed his hands. And he knows I'm coming in to see that he hasn't washed his hands. I locked eyes with him. And I saw this menace who clearly has not fucking washed his hands. He's done his business, I think a number 2, no less.
No.
And then he's walked straight back into the office floor.
That's chat.
Hot desks, no less.
Yeah,
So he's mangling
bro.
maybe
So
the
that's putting
monitor, the table, the freaking door to get into the office.
Poo particles everywhere, bro.
I heard no tap. I heard no nothing. There's no hand sanitizer in the bathroom, so I know he hasn't washed his freaking hands.
Man.
And then this happened again at some other place where
Same person.
not same person, just another scenario
Some poo merchants.
where I could tell they just didn't fucking wash their hands.
Nah, they must have. There's no way that 2 people at your work are not, washing their hands after the
I heard the doors, boys. I heard the doors.
One person, I'm like, yeah, you know what? Maybe. 2 people? Nah, dude. There's something going on at your workplace, bro. It's an epidemic.
They see you, they walk past you, right?
Yes.
So this is more of a bit of a power play than like not washing their hands, because they see you, they acknowledge that you're thinking you should wash your hands, and then they walk past you and don't proceed to not wash their hands.
Have I been mogged, bro? Is that what's happening? Am I getting mogged?
Another aura move.
Dude, I don't know.
Just wash your hands, boys, please.
They have to be washing their hands somewhere. There's
Number
no
1.
way.
Number 2, I don't care what it is. Wash your hands,
At work,
please.
You have to be. You can't be not doing that sort of stuff. That's grotty.
Because there's so many like shared facilities, man. Just
dude,
wash your hands. Do you boys wash your hands?
Of course, man. That's the only place I wash my hands is at work, man. At
Depends
home,
if someone walks in as I'm walking out the cubicle.
So you wash your hands based on if you were the guy that just took a shit, are you washing your hands knowing that I have just walked past? Or are you trying to aura
I'm kidding, I
farm?
wash my hands.
So if no one's watching, you don't wash your hands.
No, I do wash my hands.
Even at home?
So if
Yes.
Every single time?
I mean, I wouldn't put my life on it that I wash every single time, but I wash 99%
if a
of the
tree
time.
falls in the woods and no one's there to see it, doesn't make a sound. I don't know. You told me, Jeffrey. So you
No
said
comment.
you had a similar poo merchant at your work. To quote you, you're using your words.
Yeah, so my situation is less of a specific rare unit. I think just everyone involved is a bit rare, and the whole situation is just a very rare situation. So basically, yeah, in my office, so there's 3 bathrooms for context. So there's a men's bathroom, there's a women's bathroom, and then there's a disabled bathroom. So, usually your men's bathrooms, they're just your normal cubicles and washrooms. Usually, like if you're just going for a number 1, you'd use your men's bathrooms, but in some cases, some people use the disabled bathroom if they're going to do a number 2, just for that privacy. It's its own cubicle. You can lock the doors and everything. So one time, someone, and the whole story is that this is a mystery person, left some crazy skid marks in the disabled bathroom. So then when that happened, the next person who went to go use the bathrooms walked in and instantly walked out and asked the whole office, who just used the bathrooms?
Fucking Sherlock over here.
And that pretty much kicked off like an office-wide investigation. So this person, which I guess is the main rare unit, my mate, he pretty much started an investigation going through every culprit that could potentially have done this crime.
But why?
You mess with Sherlock.
Wait, but how did he know? Like, okay, talk me through it. What was his process? How did he narrow down his suspects?
Yeah, he had a criteria. So obviously our office is quite small. There's 30 or so people.
Okay.
And a lot of the juniors sit together.
Okay.
So immediately right off the bat, he could remember who left their table in the last 20 or so minutes. And this is a time frame that you'd have to be able to leave the crime.
Gotcha.
So then pretty much he compiled a list of the people that left the desk in the last 20 minutes. And then there was a few other criteria. I think he had to look at what they were having for lunch.
What the fuck?
What? And overall, some kind of check to see could this person have done it? And in the end, he came up with a short list, which is now a watch list now to pretty much keep an eye out in case for the future.
How many people are on this list? 1, 2, 5, 10?
So the first list I think was 3 people.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, this was the first incident. And then this incident happened 2 more times. After this.
Big skid marks in the disabled toilet.
Same disabled toilet.
Crazy skid marks.
Did you see the skid marks with your own eyes, Jeffrey?
I saw it the first time.
Yeah.
And
how bad are we talking?
Oh, the first time was horrendous. It's
violent diarrhea kind of thing? Like projectile or?
No, it wasn't projectile, but
Okay.
it looked like he could use probably 3 more flushes.
But it was all in the bowl, right? Just to be clear.
You reckon flushes or a bit more fiber in his diet?
that was a criteria to look at what people were having for lunch.
The fiber content of their lunch.
And it happened 2 more times since the first one. Wait, was the watch list made after the first event, or was the watch list made after the next?
No, there was an ongoing watch list that updated every time it happened, depending on the circumstances.
Okay.
It's a live file.
People change.
Did people get removed off the watch list?
Yeah, there was a time period where some people were overseas on another project. So
It can't be them. It can't be them. Of course. Were you ever on the watch list?
No. So I was overseas for one of them.
Okay.
And then I wasn't on the watch list for the first one because I actually saw it. And then, for more context, there is additional bathrooms in our office, in the lobby, and in the work bathrooms in the basement.
Okay.
And I use those sometimes to avoid these situations.
That's crazy. So you're skidding it up in the basement bathrooms.
No comment. I'm not on the investigation here. But yeah, basically because I saw that, I then went downstairs, and then that person happened to see me when I was downstairs coming out of that bathroom. So I was ruled out of the first incident.
Did he go?
Little alibi, Jeffrey.
He went and checked to see if you've been skidding up down there.
Nah, luckily he didn't check.
Okay.
But yeah, I think the craziest thing is after the 3rd time, and I don't know if this is true or not, but I think every time someone used the disabled bathroom, he would go in and follow them and look in right after they finish.
Do you guys not have enough work going around? What's going on?
Do you not have HR? This sounds like a HR case where this guy's stalking people into the bathroom or out of the bathroom.
No, not immediately after. Obviously,
because that'd be weird.
He needs to use the bathroom, but it's it's keeping in mind who just used it before me.
Jesus.
I think bro needs a bit more work on his plate, dude.
Does he? So do we have one person where everyone thinks it is?
No, unfortunately not.
So it's multiple. This could be a couple of different people.
The criteria keeps changing. The situation keeps changing. The people keeps changing. It's like an ongoing mystery in the office.
So this is systemic. It's not actually one person.
What if it's a syndicate? What if it's a bunch of people?
I reckon the problem is your flush. I think the flushes just aren't good enough at your toilets.
It could be a system issue.
Yeah, correct. It's infrastructure rather than the people. Let's think about that.
True. we haven't controlled the infrastructure first.
Can I just ask, what's the end game with this? You have a watch list. Let's say you figure it out who it is.
You find the bloke that's skidding.
What are you going to do? Teach him how to use a toilet
I think
properly.
the plan is we all jump in. No, I don't know. I think like the junior team, honestly, like
Entertainment.
we're all good mates. So
Yeah.
honestly, at this point, we're just like trolling each other. This is like whenever this happens, everyone just has a massive laugh, and then we try to like waste a bit of time talking about it and just take our mind off work.
No, keep us updated. I'm actually intrigued now to find out who the skidder is.
If there is one, or if there's multiple.
Exactly.
My money's on a syndicate.
Yeah, I think my money's on the flush, dude. I reckon your dollars are just shit.
But yeah, a tip on that is what I do is don't use the ones in the office. Go to the basement or the
Is that the pro tip? Use a toilet on a different level.
external one that can't be monitored.
Rule for life, really. Alrighty, that brings us to the end of this episode. Don't worry, next week we will be much better. I promise you that. But massive thank you to Jeffrey for coming on. Thanks for coming on last minute, mate. Anything you want to shout out to the listeners?
Yeah, thanks. Thank you guys for having me on. Shout outs to Man City for a okay finish this season. We'll be back next season. And yeah.
You want us to put your Instagram in the description?
You want us to put Man City's Instagram? What would you prefer?
I don't know actually my Instagram handle. I think it's my name. So you can see that in the link somewhere.
We'll chuck it in the bio. Go follow Jeffrey. He's a good man.
At Man City.
We're not putting Man City in the bio. You can catch all of our previous episodes on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify, and we'll catch you guys next week.